Beyond Limits is an organisation that started working in the southwest of England. It actually started in the Plymouth area in 2011, and Beyond Limits grew out of another organisation that had developed in Scotland many years ago. That organisation is called Partners for Inclusion. We set that up to be very different, and likewise we set Beyond Limits up to be very different from lots of, if not most, organisations. And I suppose the main difference is that we wrap services around people, so we kind of start with a blank sheet, if you like.
Beyond Limits values is everybody should be of equal rights.
Everyone is unique.
Everybody has the ability to self-develop.
Everyone has the right to enjoy valuable relationships.
And everybody's got the right to lead a life that they choose.
For me, Beyond Limits, there was never anything like this. When I first come across the advert, there was only one person being supported. It was their values. It was what they believed in was the right way of supporting somebody, and it stood out. And they're very unique. It's all about the person. Everything is so personal centred.
For the guy that I've been working with, he went from a place where his family was included to a place where his family was included in everything, and the same with the professionals that we work with as well. So the professionals we work with now come to all our team meetings, same as the family, and it's the first time, I guess, probably in Rick's life in a service world where everybody's on the same team.
So that's the purpose of this video, to highlight the importance of families, but also to highlight the charter that we're going to develop. So family charters, I guess it's a list of statements that we as an organisation would make, value-based statements that describe how we will work with families, that show our commitment to families, and that we make these statements in order for families and ourselves to hold us accountable. It's crucial. We cannot do our work without families, so in order to engage properly and fully with families, I think we do need to hold ourselves to account to families. I think we need to recognise that families know best, that families can advise, and that families should have as much power, if not more power, than we have.
Historically, within sort of care and support, families tend to be pushed out to the side or seen as an annoyance or an inconvenience, and are very much kind of not included. This is like particularly with institutional places as well. They seem to be viewed almost as a threat, and I think Beyond Limits seems to be trying to kind of right the balance with this.
We were put with a provider in the beginning who we felt would be the best person for Ricky, and basically we got it oh so wrong. His mum and myself, we were going up 2 or 3 times a week because we were that worried. And every time we saw him, he was sat there with his little head down and he just looked lost. And if he wasn't sat on the settee, he was put in his bedroom.
They just wanted us out of the way. They moved Lucy all the way up to Northampton, which took us 6.5 hours to go and see her. Sometimes we used to go there, we weren't allowed to see her. We used to take her buns and things, presents. They used to unwrap them. Our sisters made her some cakes. They threw them in the bin in front of her.
And obviously, by being put in his bedroom all the time and being totally blind, he didn't know whether it was day or night. And then they used to say, oh, he don't sleep night times, and then people come on, oh, they don't do this and he don't do that. Of course, he was kicking off real bad.
Would you like it if your family member was somewhere far away and they're getting care that you don't agree with, that you don't think that's right? Do you think it's okay to just sit there and be silenced, be pushed out? How would you feel?
The trauma to the family and to Lucy, not seeing us very often, was very hurtful. It was very painful. Felt like my daughter died.
My mum always used to worry about me because it's not very nice being institutionalised in hospitals, because you have your own life, your own freedom. My mum isn't worried about me so much at the moment. The whole time I've been with Beyond Limits, my mum stopped worrying, and basically I've got my confidence and my independence back again, and my self-esteem is much better now. And now I met Joshua, and he's just the love of my life.
We're Beyond Limits, we work together, we're almost part of we are part of the team. We're very much involved in everything, every aspect of Lucy's life, down to her finance, down to her personal care, and anything she wants to do, we work together as a team.
What it means is that you have mature, adult-like relationships with families, you respect them, you work for them to respect you also, and that means sometimes you challenge each other, you don't agree, but you work through that to get the best for the person. But generally speaking, it should be assumed, and for me it's been proven time and time again that families do actually know best what's right for the person, for their family member.
The thing that always struck me is quite early on, I don't know if it was Max or Dwayne told me that the family are right even when they're wrong, and that's a really good thing to get your head around, because the family are going to be there for life, whereas the organisation or the support team might only be there for a few years. So to have them at the centre of everything is just incredible.
I feel that family is the most important thing for everybody, whether they're disabled or not. And I feel you can be there for them, let them know that they're loved, and you can help the carers to make him understand what he really needs.
This sort of thing doesn't happen in most places. It's a way as well of involving family, but not on that clinical level. It's on a very relaxed level where it's for everybody, and for them to feel included, to not feel isolated.
I truly believe that Beyond Limits are like doing amazing thing of bringing people back into the community from institutions and hospitals, but I think it's more amazing that they do pay attention to the families and that they are very much heavily involved within the care. Everybody is involved.
We've never had that before, and this is the way care should be, and it's very important, and I'm very passionate about it. More care providers should be like Beyond Limits.
My brother is also in supported accommodation, and to work with an organisation that includes families is just, it's brilliant.
For the guy that I work with, he's just thriving in it, and it's not. It doesn't seem to me that it's rocket science that as soon as his family started getting involved, his life got better.
We're more than happy with Beyond Limits. He certainly has given our grandson a better standard of living, much better than he ever had before.
I want families to be confident in working with Beyond Limits. I want families to take away that we respect them, that we value them, that we need them, that they are crucial, they are important.
Beyond Limits doesn't just support, Beyond Limits listens and respects, and Beyond Limits creates no barriers. Beyond Limits can't change the past, but we're pushing to change the future.
They're a very caring company, and I love them to bits.